on today's adventure. Yeah, I'm up in the mountains, and normally you can't even get close to this high up, and I was almost to where I was headed. But yeah, as you can see, only snow machines have been up this high. So I turned around, which was very tight, but I did get turned around, and yeah, synchro power, because to go any further than this would probably guarantee I was going to be stuck for the night or longer. So yeah, she's nice and dirty now. So I'm going to head back down very slowly, because this is extremely slick, just a little bit down from where I'm currently at. And it's off camber, so I definitely don't want to end up over the bank. But yeah, as you can see, only snow machines have been up this high, at least recently. Somebody was in a ditch over there, it looks like, at some point this winter. But anyhow, I'm gonna get back on the road and head back down the hill. There are a few good camping spots down there. I'll head down that way and I'll show you when I get there. I also forgot to mention that this is probably several feet deep, so if I get stuck, I'm gonna be here a minute. And yeah, I definitely don't want to end up in that hole down there. This is that off camber stretch. Luckily I got the Synchro's got the granny gear. Oops, that was close. Yep, kind of pushed the envelope on that one. So I'm just going to ease on out of here. Normally you can't even get close to this. And the road was pretty good until about a quarter mile from here, and then it turned to kind of nasty, and I thought, you know, it's not too bad. And then I got up around that last corner back there where I turned around. I was like, okay, this is bad. Don't want to get stuck up here. That could very well end up being a come back and get it in the spring project if it snows a bunch between now and getting out of here. Beautiful day though. I mean, for being overcast, it's really warm. It was 48 degrees when I left Soldotna, which for this time of year is crazy. And normally up here there's 4 or 5 feet of snow. But anyhow, yeah, I didn't want to end up down in that hole. That would be rough on the Synchro, so I'm gonna ease my way out of here. There's a little more. Definitely don't want to go over the bank. I opted for the ditch on the left before I went over that bank. Yep, that just happened. That was a fun ride. Started back here, and yeah, this is where I ended up. Luckily, I got a little bit of traction right there. Oh, I gotta get out of the road. It sounds like a snow machine coming. Finally getting back down here where there's a little bit of gravel. Yeah, that was a heart-pumping experience. I was not impressed. We'll just put it that way. Luckily, there's only about maybe a half mile more of icy spots and on the road, and then I should be back down to pretty much mostly gravel. Good times. It's part of the adventure, though. There's a couple really good camp spots I'll get you guys up to probably later this spring. Do some mountain biking up there, too. It's great. Pretty cool. Just the ice running down the hill, down onto the rock there and freezing. So just got in the van, been sitting by the campfire. It was getting a little breezy out there, so figured I'd come in and grab something to eat real quick. Had the heater on, so it's 62 in here now. It's only 40 outside, so it's not real cold. Got some lighting set up, and as you can see, when you live in your van, all your stuff kind of accumulates. So I've still got all my biking stuff in here because I've been trying to get out and do some biking. But I'm gonna cook some dinner. I'm gonna use my Stoke Voltaics Cooking System and heat up some dinner. So stand by and I'll film cooking. A big shout out to my GoPro for not being on when I thought it was on. So missed all the meal prep, but the good news is I made some beef and basically made a little beef mini stew. It's pretty much done, so I'm gonna shut it off, but I wanted to let you listen to the pot system. That's as noisy as it gets, and I've been cooking for about 15 or 16 minutes now, so everything's nice and hot. I browned the beef in there and then mixed some stuff in, and now it's ready to eat. So I'm gonna shut that off and I'm gonna dish up and grab a bite to eat. And then I'm gonna kick back and relax for a little bit and then get some sleep. But big shout out to Stoke Voltaics. They make a great system. They are not paying me to say this, but they did provide the equipment for me to test out with no expectations. So I appreciate that, and it works great. So No complaints from me. I will definitely keep using it. Anyhow, I'm gonna grab a bite to eat. So there's the end product. Nice and tender, good and juicy, and I'm gonna eat up. There's no excuse to not eat well if you're living in a van. I've got a refrigerator, I've got a cooking system, and just a little bit of imagination and a little time, and you can have a really good home-cooked meal with very minimal effort. This cooking system is super simple. You know, you plug it in, you turn it on, you turn it to whatever setting you want, and you cook. So, yeah, there's no excuse. I eat pretty darn good. I have no complaints. So here's my entire cooking system put away. I've got the Stoke Voltaic Joule also. And they both run on the same cord if you want. They store nicely in my cabinet. And that's my entire cooking system other than my barbecue, which is up in the rooftop box. Good morning. Looks like it's 6:37. Just waking up. Oh, I slept really good. It was windy a little bit last night, so it was kind of rocking the van. Oh. Yeah, I slept good. Nice and warm in here. What's the temperature? That's why it's only 39 outside. It's 59 in here. I shut the heater off a little while ago. It was getting pretty toasty in here. But those insulated window covers I made make a humongous difference. I may get around and I'll get up and make some coffee, and there's no hurry to get out of here. Won't be daylight for another hour and probably another hour and a half. Oh, what time is? I think it's getting daylight around 7:30, so probably another hour. We'll get up and see if we catch a sunrise, but it was pretty overcast when I went to bed last night. And it almost sounds like it's raining outside, so that wouldn't surprise me. Anyhow, good morning. So I was right. It was raining when I woke up this morning. Wind's calming down a little bit finally. Probably snowing up high. I'll meander back towards town. I got some furniture to finish up. I'll take you along. Just like that, old Vanagon fires right up. Get this thing warmed up, we'll get on the road. it's not pouring rain where back in Soldotna, I will keep you posted. Definitely some better weather ahead of me, and I have a tailwind, and the reason I know that is I'm just cruising along here at almost 70, like no big deal. Usually it's foot to the floor just to get to 60, so yeah, that's kind of a nice change. But kind of looking forward to getting out of this rain. I'm not a big fan of rain. I grew up in Washington State and it always rains. So I will be happy when I'm not in the rain. Well, you know, you're getting close to home in paradise when you get here and it's sunny and it's not pouring rain like it was back in Cooper Landing. Pretty stoked about that. I will take it. Anyhow, thanks for coming along on the adventure. I know it was kind of a short one. It's just I've got a lot of little work I'm doing at the house. And here pretty soon, I'm gonna actually be out of this area for a while, so I will be taking you guys on some real good long distance adventures here.